Hello and welcome to the Canadian Culture Corner, a politics-free culture corner. And today we're going to be exploring more of the Navidevmo Challenge, the National Video Game Development Challenge. As you can see, I've gotten started already, mostly just planting flowers, which... yeah, and mushrooms. I'm basically just decorating this little quaint town and may add some animals. So actually this entire section I may just redo. Let's just do this. Now, you could choose to decorate your towns and villages any way you want. I'm deliberately selecting a bit of a more colorful view, style, because I think it adds flavor. And if it looks nice, yay. And the thing is, there's typically, if you go into a field or something, you'll typically find a lot of mud, a lot of flowers, grass, trees here and there in a lot of places in the world. At least that's been my experience in Canada, the US, and Japan when I've traveled to Japan and the US, so yeah. Now, as far as game development goes, RPG Maker thankfully makes things relatively simple, as you'll see in these videos. Now let's add a bit of tall grass here and there, a few bushes. Yeah, we don't want too many. And there you kind of have it. Let's kind of back this one up. Mostly because I want more space here. Oh, this. I'm using a the built-in mouse into the computer, not an actual mouse, so it's I don't have the best control. You'll probably want to use a mouse, but let's see. Let's create a bit of a center here. Oh yeah, they would have had to chop some wood. Only makes sense. As you can see, our little township's starting to take shape. Now it's not going to look as gorgeous as Pandamaru, which is just, oh my gosh, it's so breathtaking. I should try that. Then we're going to move, we're going to probably need some wood here, as well as maybe here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that should do it. And maybe here. No, that would block movement way too much. Here should work. And maybe here. Yeah. I decorate things a lot, so bear that in mind. We'll say, who's the brewer? Nope, doesn't work. There. No. And actually, that works better. No. Let's see. They're probably gonna have buckets. Now, as I said, I'm trying to decorate this place and trying to add as much color and whatnot as can be found, and just fill up all of this space. Not all of it, we don't want to block all movement, but we do want to decorate it so that, you know, people can say, oh, look, that looks nice. And because in art, that's always the goal, to make it look nice. Now, you can have shocking art, I mean, but so long as it still catches the eye, that's good. All right, so we've decorated this thing enough for now. With needless stuff. Yeah, okay. Kind of like that. No, they wouldn't have this tree there. They'd chop down that tree. Just thinking of a native circle. Back in the day, they'd either choose a clearing or they'd chop down some trees or burn down some trees, given the natives had excellent environmental control throughout history. They were experts at it, manipulating the environment to their needs, which makes sense, I guess. I mean, allowed them to do a lot and survive in rather harsh wilderness, which survival is always the name of the game in nature. I'm just adding a few mushrooms here and there, adding a bit of flare. Should perhaps be there. Yeah. All right. So let's see. We won't need any lanterns or any lights like that, because this is a fantasy world. All right, so yeah. Now these tents are going to need to be kept very, very, very simple, very tiny. So interior, tent interior 1. We're not going to be very creative here. So let me see, we're going to need to check our resources. Tile sets. No. Let's see, import. No. We gotta go looking for Pandamaru. I think I kept... Nope. I did not keep it open. Okay, Pandamaru RPG Maker. VX Ace. Right. Maybe she'll have more stuff. Oh, she's Schwarznacht. Interesting, I didn't know that. I didn't make that connection. Alright, so we're going to go tile sets, interior. You've got to bear in mind, there wouldn't be any indoor heating or anything. Or stoves, because they're basically living like nomads, and that's the sort of society we're kind of focusing on. Now let's see. We need to see. Let me see. I wonder if I could. Here it is. Let's see how we use this. It doesn't look complete to me. And okay. I could utilize some of this, but I'm not going to do that. What the heck? No. We're going to be satisfied with what we have here. We're going to import. We're going to obviously import that and import this. So close. Interior. Nope, not that. That. Here it is. And we have to manually close it all down. Yeah, it's a bit of a chore, but you know what? You'll feel better once it's done. Actually, I don't need these. I don't need to worry about these. I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use the side bedding, side beds like that. I'm not even going to use these plants or this clock. Mostly eyeing the bathtubs. Oh look, toilets. That could be useful. Let me see, I might use that. Might use this table. Now, obviously this isn't actually going to be a real native society. It's going to be a non-human one, which makes a world of a difference. I'll just say this is probably I'll assume this is the back of the tent. And we're going to go like that. And okay. Let's hope this works. Frick. That's not what we want. All right. So let me me see. Oh, frick, I hate it when I forget that. Nope. So we're going to look for some ground, some dirt. Let's see. Generate dungeon. This looks... Alright. Now here's pretty much how you make rather easily an interior. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do something about that. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I could probably do it that way, but I also like the idea of trying this out. Okay, no. Let's try this. No. Oh, we're running into problems. No problem. Problems are easily resolved in game development. Just kidding. Actually, a lot of problems frequently are not easy to solve. Others can be pretty simple like this, because I'm using relatively simple software. Alright. Let's see if we can do something like this. Maybe we can make it mixed. If we can't, well, this is a learning experience as much for me as it is for you. Let's see. I don't much like that. Hold on. Oh, no. Nope. Are these best used? I'm starting to get an idea of how that's supposed to be used. Well, we'll use it differently. Let's experiment. Let's see, how does it look? Doesn't look great. Okay. What happens when we do this? It's not perfect, but this is okay. Let's see. Say 1 and work our way down a bit. Now I'm probably going to end up adding some other stuff and the like. Oh, wow, I like this. Oh, come on. Work, you stupid computer. There. Hey. I thought I left this on. No. Oh, sometimes your first instinct's not always right. Nope. All right. Yeah. We're gonna go back to making interiors. So this is where I'm imagining they don't really have like custom beds like this that look nice. So we're gonna have them sleep on the floor. I like to give a lived-in feel to my games, more so that people can see that there's a life there, being led there. Like, all right, now obviously they're not going to do their cooking inside, so ordinarily I would use this, but I can't use the the chimneys, obviously. We'll say this is just, yeah. Say it's a couple and their kid. There. Hate this touchpad. Okay. Now, if I was live streaming, I'd be able to see, well, and if I had an audience, I'd just check in to see, okay, what does everyone think I should do from here on out? But I'm going to basically wing it. Okay. Now this is a lot of stuff to carry. Normally I'd fill this place out a bit more, but hold on. Actually, they probably have it in this near the center. And frick. There. Now let's see, boy or girl. I'll just make it a boy, which means for paraphernalia, objects, and items. Now let's see. We'll give them other, maybe, flowers. And as reading and writing was scarce in the Middle Ages, we'll stick to that idea. So we won't see maps and papers and whatnot all over the place, because that just wouldn't make any sense. Now, depending on the age, like, you can't really give a stuffed animal to a grown child here, so that wouldn't make sense. So if I actually do this, I have to now make it a young little boy. And yeah, okay. Normally I decorate more, but less is more here. Let's see, door. We have this. We have to use this. Now I go Wilson's. We'll say here. We go back. We go up. Well, up, up, and away. And voila. Now, we're going to now go for, whoops, we're going to go for another tent. We'll say this one right here. Let's make it a bath house or a bath tent. Bath tent. Oh, whoops. This happens. So this is how you change what it is. Okay. That kind of, now I'm just going to do one thing. Copy and paste. Now it won't paste too well. Actually, let's just go like this. Now we copy again. Seeing as this is a bath hall, so to speak, we're gonna say actually maybe they'll probably separate it between men and women. No, they probably use something like wood to manually. Oh, okay. Go like this. There. We're gonna separate this like this. We could make one large bath hall, but I'd rather reserve that sort of thing for a royal palace, which we'll get to. But for now, we're just making this little village. Actually, let's make them like this. Let's center them. Oh, that reminds me. We're going to need to do something like this. There. Now it's not perfect, but it's not supposed to be. It's either that or now we want it to look cheap and whatnot. But then again, they might only have enough. They might have only used wood like this and be relying on people just to simply avert their gazes, so to speak. So let's do it this way. Yeah. Oh, Barry, let's differentiate one at least. We'll say there's one with a spill. There. Now I've seen people actually stick walls here, but I'm not one of them. We're just gonna stick close there. Oh, whoops. This should go over here, as men back then did not wear pink. We know this for a fact. Let's see. If I could find clothes that's just tossed around, it'd be nice. Nope. We'll work with what we have. Let me see. I actually don't mind that look. Pandamaru comes to our rescue. All right. Let's try this. Oh, that looks so much better. Look at that. And yeah, that's what we want. Now we're going to stick some dresses. Here it is. Or just a dress. All right. Now, for the religion. Whoops. We'll say the only reason I'm sticking religion into this situation is cleanliness. Cleaning oneself has always been regarded as a sacred thing in most societies. There. It's not the busiest looking interior, but I actually have to admit I really like how it looks. It turned out better than I thought. All right. So now we go here, and we've got, oh boy, a lot of ground to cover. Now, naturally, I don't think there's going to be much of a forge, given, well, they would probably have, I'm thinking they do have steel, and iron, but more than likely they probably purchase it from other locals, or use smitheries that, well, they can rent from others. So if others are willing to let them utilize it. But typically nomadic societies were more prone to using archery and makeshift rapid weapons, like spears, bows, and arrows, and whatnot. Things that don't really require forges. Those require actual buildings. I think that's the case. I could be wrong. I often am wrong in life. We'll say armory, though. L'intérieur. Now we'll go here and copy, paste. Now we go square, Later I'll show you how I usually make my buildings when we get to the capital city or the big city or whatever. Right now, we'll just have a bit of fun with this. We'll say there's a couple there. And let me see this. I'm just going to experiment a little. Typically I'd put a wall, but there wouldn't be a wall because... wait. I said armory. I was thinking item shop for a minute. Whoops. See, I'm so fixed in my ways. So fixed in my ways. Now, for this, it'll probably just be a bunch of weapons lying around. And something like that. We'll make a row. We'll say here. I'm just making a couple of rows. All right. Do I stick a religious icon in here? Sure. Let's. So they're probably a fairly religious people, which adds flavor to the culture. No, wait, they probably have it a bit better organized than that. Then we're gonna take this. You know what? Let's stick some more spears. We're gonna save because you should save often. I'll just do this real quick. Actually, let's put a table there. Yeah. A table should work. And we have the weapons and some more armor. There. And we'll say this goes here. Then we're gonna go back, grab a bit more table, and we're going to keep it up. Yeah, so you can decorate your towns and in house interiors as you like and as much as you like. I actually really like putting a lot of detail, a lot of work into it, typically more than this. So yeah, let's stick some daggers over here. And let's litter this here. And we're going to have whips were not exactly useful as weapons. They were better for horses and whatnot. So we're not going to really stick those anywhere in here. It wouldn't be used or kept here, I think. Let's just put this box there. Nope. Why not? There. As you can see, they're well armed. Actually, let's take my spears. I'm just gonna have a small row of them. Yeah, like that. A little messy there. Yeah, that works. Now it's really organized because I imagine they would have set someone to work trying to organize it, but somebody slacked off a little. Not much, but just a tad. Now, I did stick some non-weapons in there, but the idea was, well, to stick at least a little bit of non-weaponry in there. That's a semi-weapon. Yeah. That works. I'm working a little out of order, but we'll live. All right, so now a tribe this big would need one thing for their weapons. Probably this one I'll have to use. Maybe I'll use this one for their storage. Yeah, we're good for time. We're good for time. Storage. Interior. Go. Now, for next time, I'm planning that I'm probably going to finish this. Alright, so food now. It would not be kept out in the open exactly. They'd put it in salt containers and whatnot. So, and barrels and whatnot. So we're going to focus mostly on that. Yeah. Well, actually, maybe I'll use some of these. Yep. I'm kind of not paying full attention here because some of this doesn't require too much focus. We'll say here and yeah, like that. And okay. Oops. We'll say like this. Grab this. Stick a couple more. No. And I made a bit of a mess, but I think that's all right. So that's a storage tent. So we'll say here. Let me just check real quick if there's anything else I could use here. No. All right, so now I'm gonna probably end it soon because this video's been going on for almost an hour. And I'm almost half done the village, which I'll probably do a little more on my own time before tomorrow, and we'll first do a bit of playtesting. Oh, whoops. Nope, cancel. I selected door. You don't want to do that. All right, so transfer. Now we go OK, copy, and paste. Then we go here. Now, the great thing about this map that I did was that there are some sections that show habitation that I blocked off, so I don't actually have to develop those areas. Although, if you're making a longer term game or something, do develop them, because you'll probably need to go into what's south, what's west, what's east, what's north of this area. But I'm making a small game, so yeah, I don't have to worry about that. So let's playtest. Oh, shoot! I can't even hear myself think. Okay. Here we are. Yeah. Situation kind of normal. Wow. Naturally, I'll have to put in find item here. And yeah. Now, I've been using this software for quite a while, mostly for mapping, for D&D purposes, and for, well, making one large game. But that is yet to be published yet, so that's a key detail there. Alright, so they have their own storage. Now what this shows is that these people don't have much in the way of material wealth. And, well, they have some, but not much. And that's important. That helps with the world building. Now, if you have a larger city, you're going to have people with tons of... Ooh. Okay, I might have to change the walking thing there. But you know what? Oh, I forgot a bit there. Alright, so I gotta go back into the village. Now that's what playtesting is for. You have to playtest your own game. There. In order to, well, figure out where you went wrong and where you screwed up and whatnot. So the next little tent I should make is probably here. Then here, and yeah. You know what? I'll make a bit of I'll just quickly go item shop and interior. And we're just going to grab and go. Now I know I could do this a bit more manually, but I like to just grab and paste because, well, it's faster that way. Much faster. There. And voila. Now, normally I stick a bit of a wall, and you then have the table. But I kind of don't really want to do that here. Well, maybe I should make the... Let me see what I've got. Oh, look, nice little statue there. Let me see. Tent there. Well, we're going to stick this, actually, somewhere around. And that's probably a signal to get to go. Let's try making 4. Oh, let's see. Oh, no, can't. Then we grab this, go here, and they form a bit of a circle here. Let's try. No. Actually, let's make it just 3. 3 guardians. There. They form a bit of a triangle. Now, I'm building up a religion here, and I have not written that detail in my pitch or in my plot treatment or world treatment. So I'm kind of going out of order with some things, but this kind of happens with... Okay. Let me see here. Maybe I can... Yeah. Okay, I really like that. I wonder if I could stick a guy in there. Or a gal. Alright, so... We're about almost half done. Not going to worry about the item shop till I'm making all the item shops and weapon shops and whatnot. Okay, so I'm about almost, not quite, but almost half done the village. I'm not too concerned about the rest. So, yeah, I'll map the rest on my own time. Oh, you know what? I really like this. I just noticed it. Now this adds... Oh, you know what? I might just add some rocks. I just noticed. I didn't put, I think, any rocks. Let's try this. No, I didn't put too many, just a few here and there. Let's say we have this. Ooh, I like that. I managed to squeeze it into a good spot. Oh, no. I got greedy. All right. And you see, it's really getting very colorful. I really like how this is turning out. Now, tomorrow I'm going to just quickly run you through all the tent interiors and whatnot, and what I did before I move on to building something like the major city, which will take more time. And, or at least I'll build up maybe 3-4 map areas to form a large city. The exterior to the city walls, the interior of the city itself, and then probably the exterior to the Duke's castle, and then the castle itself. So yeah, that's going to require quite a bit of detail. I do want to check one thing out though. Can I add a moat? I wonder. Let's see. No. Once again, you see, I get greedy. I get very greedy. So, well, greed makes the economy turn, and makes a great chunk of the world go round because, we're greedy for love, peace, other people's company, and other stuff. So that's enough of me philosophizing. So yeah, I've got a. Actually, I should rename this. I'll just say tent interior 2. So yeah, I'll get to work on that on my own time, and which shouldn't require too much more time because, well, this took me, maybe an hour? Maybe another hour, and I'll have everything else worked out. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Now, it's not all going to be just simple mapping, because the dungeons will probably take only a few minutes at most, and I'll probably do all of that in one video. So, and then I'll walk through a plot treatment or world treatment and maybe a game pitch at some point. But that'll have to wait till after the whole thing is mapped out. And then I'm going to get into the prices, item prices, and up to what level I want the characters to be at. And then I'm going to start populating the world with, characters. And mostly NPCs. So that's generally the plan of action that I'm following. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, have yourselves a great day.